Hey folks, I just wanted to show you a couple of the modifications that I've made since I got this 2 months ago. This is the Everest, of course, Gen 7 Pro, and I've done a lot of modifying to it and put an awful lot of hours drive time on it. In that time I broke the front shock housing on the axle with it diving down a cliff in the forest. Replaced that. Had a CV joint, the dog bone popped out, and I was able to pop that back in without replacing the part. Had it in water, overheated it several times, and it has that nice thermal cutout in the ESC so that you don't fry anything. One of the latest modifications that I've made here, after putting on the winch cables, I decided to take a little bit of weight off the roof rack, put the spare tire on the back of the vehicle. As you can see here, complete with Halloween spider ornament cover. Got a nice tow rope on the back end, and of course you can see the lights. That's the latest thing that I've done, LED lights. Instead of putting them in the bumpers, I went right through the body and then modified, painted, and put brush guard screen up. Brush guard screen is all homemade. And got my dog here, George, along for the ride. And putting slobber on the window was my wife's idea. Give it some realism. That slobber is super glue. Of course, got the little CB antenna. Up on the roof, I've got some firewood and moved the farmer's jack and the small axe and pick around. On the back, I've got a dead man shovel for pounding down into the ground when you don't have any trees or rocks to tie off to, or in the snow. Of course, got the axe up on the light bar there. Got to have everything handy, you know, when you get stuck. And then the other side here, we've got Travis there. Travis Sierra, the driver. I put some gills in the hood using an X-Acto knife. Didn't like the decals. The decals look pretty cheesy for realism. On the top for my GoPro style camera, I've got a snap-on, stick-on for putting the camera on. So back again here. Lady and her son came by wanting to admire my off-road vehicle, and he was pretty excited, so I gave him the grand tour. Got the brush guards over the lights up here in the front. Those are homemade out of some drywall sanding mesh that you can get like at hardware store. And on the inside here is, of course, the wiring that I've done. Now, you people that are familiar with this vehicle, you'll notice that ugly piece of metal there. That's protecting the ring gear. A while back I had wires fall down and get jammed in the gears of the ring gear and the pinion gear, which is the gear off the motor. Brought the vehicle to a dead stop and almost cut the wires in half, and could have shorted some things out. So I got everything all bundled here and secured up out of the way, but yet flexible enough to open up the hood on this. it's a good vehicle. It has some cheap things, I guess. You know, kind of get what you pay for in some ways. Like there's metal screws that screw right into the plastic for things like attaching, you know, different things that really get a lot of rough use and shouldn't be screwed just into plastic, because, you know, the first time you tighten them down, they start to strip no matter what you do. I rolled this, as I was saying, and busted off the mirror on the passenger side here. So I was too cheap to buy mirrors from Redcat because the shipping cost more than the mirrors. So I made this little mirror here out of duct tape and a zip tie and a little bit of dryer vent foil as a fake mirror. And you know, I get away with it. It's hardly noticeable. I know it's there, but... So I hope you have enjoyed this update, and it's been a great vehicle. It already looks like it's been used for more than just a couple of months, but that's okay. That's what it's for. So if you feel you want to, leave your comments, and thanks for watching.